Hello everybody, my name is Camille. Welcome back to my channel where I read and review clean and Christian fiction. I just got done filming my June wrap up. I gotta move this closer so I want to sit back. And I am trying to figure out camera angles apparently. I have, you probably saw, baked sourdough today, done that video, cleaned the house up a little bit, and we had a company just leave. Our house has been full of company for pretty much 3 weeks, a little bit more than 3 weeks altogether. We had like a break in between, and then 3 weeks here, a break in between, then like another 4 days. So I'm exhausted, but I wanted to do a reading vlog because I haven't done one in a long time and I've been wanting to do one. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're reading in this vlog. I've got options. Let's just say that. Let's start with the physical books that I have. We have The Cairo Curse by Pepper Basham. This is book 2 in the Freddie and Grace mystery series. And it says it is Clue meets Indiana Jones with a fiction-loving twist. Only Grace Percy can provide, which is so true. I'm about that far into it. I just started it. It's already really funny, and I forgot how much I like Grace in this book series. She's so funny, so I'm reading this one. I'm also in the middle of As Sure as the Dawn by Francine Rivers. This is book 3. This book is about Atreides, the gladiator. And I've only read book 1, so I'm not too far into it. I'm also reading Flame Theory by CFE Black. I'm 4 chapters in, I think. I'm really enjoying it. This is like a mafia. It's pitched as How to Train Your Dragon, but with mafia, I think. I am also reading The Sunbird's Last Lament by Andrèa Costello. And my Goodreads out. I'm not sure. These blogs are way less formal than my other ones, which is so fine. It's so fine. I don't mind, if you don't mind. Yeah, I've got a lot. Okay, so I have The Sunbird's Last Lament, which is book 1 in the Dragon Willow duet. So the second one's coming out this fall, I think. And then I'm also in the middle of An Overdue Match by Sarah Monzon. We have quite the list going on. That doesn't include audiobooks. I'm not even talking to you about audiobooks right now. I also really need to start Ashfall by Dalton and Emily Beckett. It is the next book, sequel, I guess, to Flameheart. I have the arc for that. It comes out on the 14th. Today is the 2nd, so I really should start that today probably. So that's probably going to be priority, and the other priority right now is probably going to be this book. So those are probably going to be the main 2. I jump all around books like a ping pong, but yeah. I also have a lot of book reviews. I need to catch up on writing them on Goodreads. Like, let's count how many. 7. I don't want to do it. So yeah, that's what I am going to work on this afternoon, I think. And then maybe this evening I will start Ashfall, hopefully. But I'd really like to spend some time writing reviews. It's 2 o'clock. I already said I was tired. I'm not super energetic, so sorry if that's kind of messing with the mood. Yeah, I'm probably going to work on writing some reviews, cleaning up the house a little bit more, and listening to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is one of my current audiobooks right now, and it's the one I'm most excited about right now. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing the rest of the day. I hope we get some good vlogging done this week. It is Thursday. This weekend is the 4th of July, so that's cool. And it's the 250th anniversary of America, so that's great. I love that. That's awesome. And I have no idea what we're doing for the 4th of July. But I'm sure you guys will see at least a tiny snippet of what we do. So, and then this vlog is probably going to be about a week long so that I can have it posted next weekend, I think. I'm going to try to edit the clips as I go. That way it's easier to put together and I can have it ready to go all together by the end of the weekend. That's what we're getting up to in this vlog. I'm sure there's going to be some good books in here. I haven't finished any books in July yet because it's only the 2nd. I have no idea what will be the first book I finish in July. Possibly Harry Potter, possibly The Sunbird's Last Lament, possibly, it's probably going to be one of those 2, honestly, because I'm really not far into any of the other ones. So that's what I am planning on doing this week. I really need to stop starting books when I'm still in the middle of a bunch of books. So I'm hoping these vlogs might help keep me more accountable. We'll see. I don't know, but we will see. Oh, and there's my kitty. Hello, kitty. Hello. I will see you guys in the next clip. Okay, you guys, it is Monday. I have not updated the vlog since the day I started it, but we've had a couple clips. You guys got to see the fireworks that we had on the 4th of July, and it was so fun to go watch them with my family. And then on Sunday, we celebrated my dad's birthday with my parents and my husband and I and my sister. And it was just really nice to get to just chill out together. We've all been super busy, so it was nice to just kind of like chill. Today, we have some book mail to open. And also, I'm going to update you guys on all my current reads. But first, we're going to open the book mail. I will show you the box. It's Amazon. And I'm going to open it off page because it's kind of falling apart. Or off page. Off camera. I also don't... It's pretty much not even together at this point. Like, the tape is pretty much holding the box together, and I'm not. Hopefully our books aren't damaged. Yeah, I mean, this was the box. This whole thing was holding the box together. This whole end is completely ripped. And this tape is not even stuck on. But our books actually look all right. A little bent. Not too bad for Amazon. Okay, so the first two books are Austen and Steinbeck by Susan and May... Austen and Steinbeck by Susan May Warren. This completes the Kingston series. I own all of them now. And I'm so excited. They're a little dinged up on the corner. Austen is kind of bent. But that's okay. It's not irreparable. If you guys saw my May wrap up, I talked about these books in May in the wrap up. So not gonna really talk about them too much, except for to say this one was 5 stars. This one was 4.5, I think. Such a super good romantic suspense series. So I'm very excited to have that completed. And then the other book is Veil of Deceit by A.R. Conwell. This book is now out in the world. I'm pretty sure I talk about it in my June wrap up, which will be going up before this, I think, so you guys will get to see my thoughts on this one too. This cover it's a little bit bent, but other than that, it looks pretty good. So, well, the back cover is a little... It's fine. It's Amazon. You can't expect your books to be completely unscathed. Yes, I'm very excited. So this is book 1 in the Hopelessly Bound trilogy by A.R. Conwell. This book is about Finn, and it just released on June 30th. This is the chapter headers. I think they're really pretty. It also has maps. I kind of wish they were sideways so they could be bigger. I mean, you can still see it if you squint. But anyways, so that is my book mail. So Veil of Deceit, Austen, and Steinbeck. So that is very exciting. I am super excited to have all of these. I'm trying to only buy books if I read them already. I only have a couple books that I've bought lately that I haven't read, like some pre-orders. But I have so many books on my physical TBR that I just have to buy only books that I've already read. The 3 books, like the main 3 books that I'm reading right now, The Sunbird's Last Lament, Ashfall, which is an arc, and As Sure as the Dawn by Francine Rivers. So I'm going to read you the blurb for The Sunbird's Last Lament by Andrèa Costello, and then I will tell you how far into it I am and what I kind of think about it. So it says, a runaway princess with botanical magic, a dragon trainer living on borrowed time, a love that transcends their doom. Armed with dark botanical magic, Valenna Castellana spent her childhood serving as her father's weapon in a vengeful war, until the day she refused to kill the enemy prince and was forced to flee. Now, with her magic at its most dangerous, she believes nothing can stand in the way of her revenge on her father, until she encounters Evander, the dragon trainer who broke her heart, and she is frustrated to discover that her passion for him has not waned. Worse still, Evander secretly loves Valenna, but he can't let her fall for him again because he is plagued by a mysterious magical injury, and the elixir he relies on to stay alive is running out, along with his hopes of survival. With Evander's life in the balance and Valenna's magic spiraling out of control, they must find a cure before their pasts catch up to them and they lose one another forever. I am on page 188 of 401. So I'm about a little less than halfway through. I'm almost halfway through. I like it. So far, I wasn't sure what I was expecting from this book because I haven't seen a ton of people talk about it, and I follow the author, and I just knew it was like, he's dying. She's trying to save him. She has like botanical magic that's like, it's like poisonous. When it says dark botanical magic, it's like poisonous plants and stuff like grow, and she can't really like control it, and like when she's angry or like upset, that's when it like sprouts. I don't know, I'm trying to decide if this is gonna have a little bit of Christian allegory in it, because it's like been kind of faintly there. Evander and Valenna are both from kingdoms that worship multiple gods, but they've both talked about how they both worship the Only, and the Only has been, the word only, like when they talk about it, has been capitalized. So it kind of makes me wonder if like there's a little bit of biblical allegory. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure. I think the authors are Christian. I'm not sure. So yeah, there's that. And then it is no spice. There has been a few curse words. There's been like the British curse word, the B word, a couple times. There has been like references to like donkeys and hell, and I think that's it. There hasn't been anything more than that, so very mild language. The romance has been super sweet so far. I was gonna see if there was a quote that I might read you guys, because I just love like their banter is so cute. Like they like love each other, but they're like frustrated with each other, but like they banter back and forth, and they're like pretty sarcastic. It's so funny. Okay, like this is kind of like give you a taste. One, like whenever she first meets Evander again, she says the glasses were the cruelest touch. She'd never been able to resist him when he wore them. Okay, and there's just been so many things that make me laugh. Okay, here we go. This will just give you a little taste of the humor. So this is Valenna talking, and she says, "And then I was assigned to work with this devastatingly handsome man who ruined my life." "Who?" Evander asked. Valenna stared at him, trying to determine if he was serious. "You, Vander." "Oh," he let out an abashed laugh. "Devastatingly handsome?" I just think they're so funny. I'm just excited. I'm a little scared because and I think the second book is releasing in the fall, and so there's this book, and then there's one that comes in between, kind of like it goes with the series. I don't know if it has anything to do with Evander and Valenna, but I'm pretty sure I'll be reading it to tide me over for book 2. So that is the Sunbird's Last Lament. Also, I just think the cover is super pretty. And then I'm also reading Ashfall, an arc for Ashfall. This is book 2. I actually don't know what the series is called. Yeah, I have no idea what the series is called. Probably like Flameheart. I don't know. So it's the second book after Flameheart. And I've talked to you guys about Flameheart quite a few times in the last couple videos, so I'm not really going to talk about it again. Book 2, I just have to say, you get to the 20% mark, and I can't say anything because it was a spoiler, but I was really like confused, and then I was like really weirded out, and then I was like, oh, it was all not real. And I was like, what is happening? I can already tell I'm not gonna like the way this book ends, by the way. So I'm gonna see if there's a quote that won't be too spoilery. I don't know. I just love this book. It's so good. And I just but I'm also like really worried about how it's going to end. And characters, yeah, I can't read you any quotes. They're all spoilery, so I'm sorry. Oh, and I'm also reading, so I'm in the middle, I guess I'm in the middle of 4 books. I'm also reading An Overdue Match by Sarah Monzon. I'm pretty sure, did I say, I think I told you guys about this book last clip, I think. I'll read you the blurb. First of all, I did not know this was a matchmaking romance. I guess that's what happens when you don't read the blurb. So I'm not a huge fan of matchmaking. I just feel like people just need to mind their own business. So that aspect is not my favorite, but it's okay. This is fine. It'll be fine. Okay. If the covers of every romance book ever published didn't convince librarian Evangeline Kelly that she isn't heroine material, her fiancé calling off their wedding when she lost her hair to alopecia did. But what's a girl head over heels for love to do when her feelings are unrequited? Matchmake, that's what. Armed with library patrons' checkout histories, she's determined to make at least one love connection, even if it's not her own. Tattoo artist Ty Davis is used to people judging him with a single glance, so it doesn't surprise him when the town's quirky new librarian believes his bad boy reputation without giving him a chance. He can't help being intrigued by her, though, so when he discovers Evangeline's secret matchmaking scheme, he's not above striking a bargain with her. She just has to agree to one date with him for every time she uses his hometown knowledge to set up library patrons on a romantic rendezvous. The deal is made, but in the process, they both might learn you can't judge a book or each other by the cover. Okay, so I am 43% of the way through this book. I'd like to finish it in the next couple of days. I think I'm borrowing it from Libby. I'm pretty sure the hold is up on the 14th, so I'd like to finish it before then. So this week I'd like to finish it. It's my goal in this vlog to finish at least 2 of these, if not more. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this one because, okay, I'm on page 123 and there is, not counting all the back matter, 473 pages. So this is where I'm at. I'd like to finish all these books this week. I just don't know. I'm just not sure. So if I'll be able to, but I'd like to get a good chunk of reading done today, get a good chunk of reading done tomorrow. One of these days I have to go grocery shopping. So I'm trying to decide. I'll probably try to finish the Sunbird's Last Lament today. I'm over halfway through it. Probably won't finish it today, but it's the one I've been reading the longest, so I kind of want to finish it first. And then I need to finish Ashfall because it releases on the 14th, and I need a review before the 14th. So, there's that. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but An Overdue Match, I like it. I realize I just never told you guys my thoughts about this, so we're going to back up. I'm liking it so far. I think it's really cute. I kind of feel like Evangeline is like, she's not my favorite character ever. But I really like Ty. The other note I have about this book, and I've seen lots of people review this book and say this about this book, and this book has got lots of mixed reviews on Goodreads, so I'm trying not to let those reviews cloud my judgment. But the one thing I will say about this book that's really interesting is Evangeline's chapters are written in first person. And I don't know if it's past or present now. I can't remember. And Ty's chapters are written in third person. So it's kind of hard after you finish reading one of their chapters and then it jumps to the other POV to like switch between first person and third person. It's just kind of hard to switch. So that is my note. And then I will say, As Sure as the Dawn, I like it so far. This book is about Atreides. He's a gladiator. Well, he was a gladiator and he won his freedom. I don't think that's a spoiler. Well, it might be, but it's like a pretty minor spoiler. And he is now in this book traveling with this woman for reasons that I can't say because it will spoil book 1, I think. Is it book 1 or 2? I don't remember. I think it's book 1. And they're going back to his country, Germania. They're on their way. They just left Ephesus. They got a long way to go. And I'm liking it so far. Atreides, he has a lot of anger management problems, which is fair, relatable, you know. He has a lot of painful memories because he was a gladiator. Again, fair, relatable. Not to me, but relatable. And I'm just excited to see the journey God takes him on in this book. So I'm about a third of the way through, do you think? Maybe a little, maybe a quarter. I will let you be the judge. I'm not sure. So, yeah, that is all the books I'm currently reading actively. My currently reading shelf on Goodreads is always a mess. It has way more than those 4 books on it, but we're not going to talk about that. Oh, I'm also listening to Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, the full cast audio edition. I think I'm a little over halfway through it, and I'm really liking it. So far, I don't like it more than book 3, but it'll probably still be a 5-star because I just love the narration, and it feels like you're listening to a movie. Like, it's so cool. I know what happens in this book because I've seen this movie, and then I've seen the next movie, and then I haven't seen any of the other movies. So after the Order of the Phoenix book, I'm going to be going in like completely blind, and I'm a little scared, especially after what happens in the Order of the Phoenix. If you know, you know. And it really makes me really sad because you know that I love book 3. So I'm not looking forward to listening to that one. But that's not till next month, so it's fine. But I'm enjoying it. I think it's fun. I'm really enjoying Ron and Hermione, and I think they're both hilarious, and they're just bickering so much in this book. And I think it's so funny, and they went to the ball, and Ron was so mad at Hermione, and I just think it's so funny. I told my husband the other night, I was like, I just think their bickering is hilarious. I just think it's so funny. And then I was laughing at the boys because they were so nervous about going to the ball and dancing. And I was like, it's hilarious because they're like 14-year-old boys and they have to go dance at this ball. It's just so funny. That is all the books that I'm reading, plus a little book mail. Yes, today I'm hoping to read quite a bit more in the Sunbird's Last Lament and Ashfall probably. And also, I'm hoping to edit my June wrap-up too. I'm going to start editing that today as well. So I'll probably get a little bit of footage of that and then of me reading. And then I will check back in with you guys when I have another reading update. I hope this vlog is not long. But you never know with me, you know. It could be an hour. It hopefully won't be an hour. I doubt anybody will sit through an hour vlog. But that is, oh, and then my other thing I'm hoping to do is get some writing done as well on my current project. So I want to start talking about my writing more on here if I do more vlogs. So I am hoping to work on that today as well. It is already noon. It's noon. So I got a lot to do, but I got all my house chores done. I think for the most part today. I did the dishes, I did the laundry. While I have laundry going, I'm going to have to put it away. I might put it away tomorrow, but I'll get all of it washed today for sure. Then hopefully I can spend the rest of the day doing book stuff and reading and writing. So, I also need to listen to my Bible. I should do that. I should have done that while I was doing the dishes, but I was talking to my dad on the phone because it's his birthday today. So I will update you guys when I have more to say. So I have just finished The Sunbird's Last Lament by Andrèa Costello. 5 stars. It was so good. It was so good. I loved it so much. I need a physical copy. I need the next book. I don't know how I'm supposed to wait till November. I looked it up. The next book's not coming out till November. It was so good. And I loved it so much. I cannot form comprehensive thoughts. I just wrote a whole Goodreads review, which is pretty much nothing but fangirling, which is fine. I mean, people love to see that, don't they? Because I certainly do. I thought it was so good. The romance was probably my favorite part. Evander and Valenna. They're just so cute. They're just so cute. I just can't handle it. They're hilarious. And they bicker and they banter, but they still love each other so much. And our AC just turned on, so hopefully that's not weird background noise. They just love each other so much, but they still bicker like normal people. They're like normal people. Oh my gosh. It's so good. And there was a couple things that I was like, I called it. Which is surprising because I don't call things very often. Maybe I'm just, getting better the more books I read. But I was like, I called that so hard. And that doesn't bother me. I still enjoy the story. It doesn't bother me if I figure it out. And might be proven wrong. So, it's fine. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I loved it so much. So much. Okay. I have to go keep myself from buying the book on Amazon. So good. I love it so much. I'm definitely going to be reading the standalone that comes in between the two, Wild Elegy. Is it Elegy, I think? This is the cover. And I'm definitely going to be reading that because you're supposed to read it after The Sunbird's Last Lament. It's a standalone. It must be in the same world. So we're going to be reading that. Okay, you guys, so I think this is going to be the end of this reading vlog. I really wanted to get a couple more books read, but I also really want to get this video out for you guys. So I'm thinking I'll just start a new one, and that way I can read Ashfall, and you guys can get all my reactions to that because I'm a little less than halfway through it, so I'm sure there's still a lot of reactions to come. This was super fun. I finished 2 books in this vlog, so I feel like that's a pretty good place to end it. Yesterday, I finished reading An Overdue Match by Sarah Monzon, and I gave it 4 stars. I know there is so many mixed reviews about this book. I have seen people who love it and people who hated it and people who were like, it's fine, it's good. I just have to say, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was super cute. There was, of course, a couple things that I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this, but overall, for the most part, it was a good rom-com. Shiloh is shaking the camera. Come here. Do you want to say hello? Come here. Oh, goodness. What's out there? She's looking out the window. What's out there? What is it? There she goes. So for the most part though, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really sweet. I really loved the alopecia rep. I really didn't know very much about alopecia before I read this book. I didn't know there was different like stages of it, and like, but it makes sense, you know, if you think about it. So I just thought it was really sweet. I have to admit, I was not a huge fan of the way their POVs flip-flopped, but I do understand why, because we are basically reading this story for Evangeline and her perspective. And so I understood why. Actually, this just now clicked in my brain because I was just thinking about it. Her chapters were first person because it's her story. And Ty's chapters are third person because, yes, it's his story too, but he's not like the main character. And so I understand that. I'm not going to say I liked it. Do I wish they would have been the same point of view? Yes. Do I wish they would have been the same tense? Yes. Because Evangeline's was first person present and Ty's was third person past, I think. And so it was just hard to get into and hard to switch back and forth between. It wasn't like they alternated chapters, like there was a couple Evangeline chapters and then a couple Ty chapters. It wasn't easy to read, but it was easier than if it would have just been Evangeline, Ty. You know what I mean? I can look past it because I really enjoyed the story. And I really liked the message, and it was really unique. It just felt like it was really different, and that's maybe why people don't like it so much. I definitely want to own a copy, I think, first of all, because the cover's adorable, and I enjoyed the story. Plus, I need more pink bookshelves on my bookshelves. Also, I'm looking forward to reading the rest of the series. I have book 2 on hold on my library, so hopefully I'll be reading that one within the next couple weeks. It says I have less than 2 weeks in the hold, so who knows, it could pop up anytime. I'm looking forward to reading it and reading the new one that's coming out this summer. I didn't do very good at filming clips these last few days of the vlog. I was really busy yesterday. We went grocery shopping. Me and my mom went grocery shopping, and it was just crazy busy, and I don't like filming in public. It's not really my thing. I want to get better at it, but yesterday was not that day. I do have, to end out this vlog, a fun little book haul because the town that we go to, Sam's and Walmart, is an hour away from where I live. And prior to this, any Barnes & Noble has been 3 hours away. Like, that's like the closest Barnes & Noble we have is like 3 hours to 2.5 hours. We don't go there very often. I buy most of my books online, so whenever I get the chance, I love to go into a Barnes & Noble or really any bookstore because I just don't get to browse through bookstores very often. So yesterday we were in town and we were at this store, and this guy was like joking around with his coworker, and he's like, oh yeah, well, I'm totally like gonna go to like Barnes & Noble later or whatever. I don't remember what he said. Something about Barnes & Noble, and my radar was like, because I've known they've been putting a Barnes & Noble in this town for a couple months now, and they've been building it, and every time we've been in town, which is like once every 3 to 4 weeks, I go and drive by it. I'm like, are they open yet? I'm like stalking the Barnes & Noble Instagram page. I'm like, are you open yet? Are you open now? Do you have an opening date? Because I want to go. So when I heard that guy say that, I was like, excuse me, sir. I looked it up on Google, and Google AI told me that yesterday was their soft opening. And I was like, well, I really hope that's true. I don't really trust AI all the time. So I was like, well, I guess we will just drive over and see. So we drove over there, and we got to the end of the road where it's at, and we looked in the parking lot, and it was full of cars. And my mom and I were like, oh my goodness, they're open. Side note, yesterday was like crazy busy, and it was weird because it was like the middle of the week. It was Wednesday, and it was like the middle of the week, and we were like, what is going on? Why is this like everywhere we go so busy? It was like Sam's was busy. We didn't go into Walmart because we do Walmart pickup, but Hobby Lobby was busy. Just like every store we went to, it was like abnormally busy, and we were like, this is really weird because it's a Wednesday. Anyways, So we go in, and their parking lot is like pretty much full. Like there was hardly any like empty parking spaces. So we park, we go in. There are people everywhere. And like, okay, for Wyoming people everywhere is probably not that bad. You would probably walk into a store and be like, oh, this is normal. And people from Wyoming would be like, hold on, wait a second. There's too many people in here. I got to get out of here. So to put it in perspective, there was a lot of people. It was crazy. It was really fun. I didn't get to get any videos because there was so many people that I just didn't. I was trying not to run into people. Like there was so many people. So I didn't get any videos, but I did get some books, and I was wanting to show them to you because I'm just super excited that now I have a Barnes & Noble an hour away from me, and like I'm going to have to like restrain myself every time I go for groceries. That I'm like, okay, you can go, but you cannot buy a book every time you go, because otherwise you're gonna be broke. Long-winded story to say, I have books to show you. So the first book I got at Barnes & Noble yesterday was Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I love these little printed edges. I have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone with these golden snitch printed edges, and I got this one has stags printed. I'm pretty sure that's what they're supposed to be, probably because of the Patronus charm. Anyways, so I got this one. I wanted to get the second one too, but I didn't love the second one as much as this one, and I'll get it eventually, someday. But for now, I got this one because so far I have enjoyed these two the most, and I wanted to have them on my shelves, and I just love these printed edges. I think they're so pretty. So I'm going to put these back. I also love these editions. They say year 1 and year 3. So I really love how it's like categorized like that, and instead of saying like book 1 and book 3, it's like year 1, year 3, year 2. And they all have the year of Harry's school on the spine. And I just really think that's really cool. And then I got If I Run by Terry Blackstock. I am getting into suspense, y'all. Christian suspense, romantic suspense. I don't know if this one is romantic suspense. I think it's more just like suspense. But my mom told me she didn't think I'd be creeped out by it. So I read the back. It sounded really good. I know it's part of a series. I know it's a really well-loved series, and I want to read it. I want to read it soon. I have a lot of books I want to read soon. That's a problem for another day. I can read you the back of this because it sounds really interesting. Casey Cox's DNA is all over the crime scene. There's no use talking to police. They've failed her abysmally before. She has to flee before she's arrested, or worse. The truth doesn't matter anymore. But what is the truth? That's the question haunting Dylan Roberts, the war-weary veteran hired to find Casey. PTSD has marked him damaged goods, but bringing Casey back can redeem him. Though the crime scene seems to tell the whole story, details of the murder aren't adding up. Casey Cox doesn't fit the profile of a killer, but our Dylan's... I'm breathing too fast. I need to slow down. I'm excited because I got excited talking about Barnes & Noble. But are Dylan's skewed perceptions keeping him from being objective? If she isn't guilty, why did she run? Unraveling her past and the evidence that condemns her will take more time than he has. But as Dylan's damaged soul intersects with hers, he is faced with two choices. The girl who occupies his every thought is a psychopathic killer or a selfless hero, and the truth could be the most deadly weapon yet. So this is book 1 in a series. I'm excited to get into this one. Hopefully I will get to read this soon. I have so many other books I want to read. And you guys, you remember when I told you to slap me if I signed up for any more ARCs? Yeah, I signed up for like 2 this week. To be fair, they're books that I have been waiting a long time for. Yeah. But yeah, I did do that. So I guess you can yell at me in the comments, but I did do that. I'm saving the best book for last, but first we're talking about this one. You guys should be proud of me. I bought a nonfiction book, and technically it's 3 books. So I got this bind up of A.W. Tozer. I have never read anything by this author before, but I've seen a lot of people recommend it. I've seen it everywhere. I've been wanting to get this bind up for a while, and my mom said that he's a really good resource, and I trust her, especially when it comes to nonfiction people to read and take advice from. So this bind up has The Pursuit of God, The Purpose of Man, and The Crucified Life. I am looking forward to reading this. I am probably going to start it as my next nonfiction read soon. I really need to finish my other nonfiction read. That's besides the point. I was proud of myself that I actually bought a nonfiction book, because that doesn't happen very often. Now I just have to read it. Yeah, I have saved the best book for last. Now, I am a pretty big mythology nerd. I don't know why. I just think it's really interesting. So this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition bind up of the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Odyssey movie is coming out this summer. I really want to go watch it. I just found yesterday a thrifted DVD of Troy, that movie with Brad Pitt. Never seen it before. Little scared to watch it because it's rated R, but I also really want to watch it because I think it might be interesting. So I'm going to talk myself into watching that with my husband sometime soon, hopefully before the Odyssey, because I'd like to go if the reviews are good, because I always read plugged in reviews and movies before I go see them. So if you guys ever are wondering about a movie and you want to know the content, Plugged In, I'll put the website right here. I can link it in the bio too. Is it Focus on the Family? I'm not sure. I think it is affiliated with Focus on the Family. They always have really good in-depth reviews, and whether or not they recommend it for kids, teens, and adults. It's 3 separate categories, and they're always really good. And it's never let me down, and it's made me helped me make a lot of decisions about, should I read this? Should I watch this? It does have some book reviews on there, but only really mainstream books. So I only do it for movies. Tangent aside, I got this copy of the Iliad and the Odyssey. I gasped when I saw this on the bookshelf. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't go home without this. It's so pretty. So it's gold and silver foil, and the pages are gold leafed. And this is the back, and this is the spine. Just look at it. Isn't it so pretty? This is what the end pages look like. I'm saying, seriously? I don't know about this translation. The translation is by Samuel Butler. I've never heard of that translation. I don't know if it's a good or bad translation, but I want to read it. I really want to reread it. It's been a long time since I've read the Iliad and the Odyssey. I've only read them once, but if you know, Epic the Musical is a musical about the Odyssey. And if you guys haven't listened to it, then you totally should. I know all the words to all the songs. I love it. It's so good. I re-listen to it at least 3 to 4 times a year. So good. I wanted to share this with you guys because I just think it's really pretty. And yes, so that is my little book haul. I don't know what else to say. In this vlog, I feel like it was a success because I read The Sunbird's Last Lament and An Overdue Match. And I finished those 2 books, and I am in the middle of way too many more books. So honestly, I really would like to start a reading vlog after this because I am just this far into Flame Theory, and I kind of want to vlog reading this book and Ashfall by Dalton and Emily Beckett. And I'm 48% into that book. And I want to finish vlogging As Sure as the Dawn. So I feel like all 3 of those would be really good vlog books. So I think that's what I'm going to kind of focus on. My attention is always split in so many different directions. It's ridiculous. But I do it to myself, so I don't have anybody to blame. Oh, the other thing I was going to tell you guys. Connellan Cassette's new book is coming out in, I think it's October. This is the cover. I think it's called Throne of the Heavens. This is the cover. It's so pretty. Anyways, she is hosting a read-along of the first 3 books in the series, and I think I'm going to try to join it. I'm already behind. I just want to throw this out there for you guys. It's on her Instagram, which I can link down below, where you can sign up for it. I'm already a little behind, but I think I'm going to start rereading that anyways. I'm also wanting to start rereading the Nordic Wars trilogy, books 1 and 2, Winter's Maiden and Winter's Chill, because book 3 is coming out in August, and I want to be fully prepared. I'm pretty sure Winter's Maiden is included in my Audible subscription, so I think I'm going to listen to that first audiobook and then read the second one because I don't have the audiobook. So that's what I'm hoping to do. I will probably start that after I finish the Harry Potter book I'm listening to. Oh, it's raining. I think it is raining. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Lord, for the rain. So those are my future reading plans, and I really hope I get to make a vlog out of them. I gotta be disciplined and do it. So thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Was there not enough reading clips? Was there too many clips of me doing other stuff? Tell me what you think. Be honest in the comments. Be nice though. Don't be mean. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I had a lot of fun doing it. I love doing vlogs, and I hope to do many, many more in the future. I don't really have anything else to say, so I am going to close it out. Oh yeah, I better do all my social media stuff, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, I am the Cozy Peddler, and I do book reviews and bookish content on that Instagram. And if you want to follow me on my writing account, it is CA Mo's Writes. That is where I talk about the book that I'm currently writing, and I'm actually starting to be a little more active on there. So this is a good time to go follow me if you want to. I'm on Substack, CA Mo's Men Writes, and I also talk a little bit about books on there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye guys.